Hi.
We're here with 2 new books for you. Well, 2.5, because one we sort of know you'll like if you like the other ones, but we haven't officially recommended it yet.
And the other one is The Magician's Elephant by DiCamillo, which we think is
so pretty.
So charming.
It's lovely.
Yes.
So we'll start, I guess, first with the Hunger Games.
We forgot to introduce ourselves.
They know us by
I'm
now.
B.
I'm T.
So Hunger Games. Okay,
Yes.
Super easy to read, fun to read.
Young adults,
YA
7 or 12 and above.
Yeah, definitely 12 and above though, because a little bit violent.
It is. Well,
yes,
it is violent, but I think the interesting thing is that the violence that the main character does is only done as a way of saving herself. She doesn't. There's
no gratuitous violence on her part. And the thing that I noted as well was that what's interesting about the way Suzanne Collins depicts violence is that there's always a moral problem happening. Yeah. And somebody has to choose whether or not they're going to go that way.
And the main character develops her own sense of what's right and what's wrong as you go through the story.
Yes, and that's it's very coming of age that way. It's very like discovering the self, very finding the true way.
And it has a cliffhanger ending. So as soon as you read it, not all of you, but some of you, because we had a number of people like this. As soon as they read it, they're like, "Oh my God,
I have to read the second one,"
which is Catching Fire by the same author. And I haven't read it all yet, but I started it, and it has the same pace and the same excitement that you see in the other one. So I would recommend it for kids over 12.
Yes.
Or if you're a parent reading it to a child, if your child is one of those, like, we have Matt, his friend, his daughter wants to read stories about badass girls.
Right.
And that,
she's a little bit young for this book.
Probably.
I would think.
But given the level that they read to her at.
Yeah, but there's levels and there's like, I mean, for me, even though, violence even aside, the complexity of what's happening in it,
the moral story
is quite like
more involved than a lot of adult books.
Yeah, I mean, I can see boys of 10 years old reading this book and girls, but I also can. If I was
you better talk to them about it.
As a parent, I would read it first and then decide how I'm going to do it, you know, kind of thing. Yeah. For younger than 12, that's what
it's part of this whole genre. It's amazing how many young adult novels now are like apocalyptic.
Very apocalyptic, like that other one we read. What was that?
Genesis.
Genesis,
which was really good.
Yes.
He's an Australian. Beckett, I think, is his name.
Anyway, that was an interesting book as well. And also Outlanders by Carrie Mack. Have you read that?
Yes.
So those are all like this kind of futuristic, kind of after something terrible happens on the Earth, kind of an alternate universe kind of way through. Yeah, and what you do in the survival of.
And so we give it a thumbs up with reservations.
Yes. And no, I give it a full-on thumbs up, but you have to realize who the audience is, basically, kind of thing. A lot of adults will like this, and older teens, definitely, like 16, not a problem. But.
And then we also read The Magician's Elephant, which was so lovely. It's a lovely little fable about a boy who lost his sister.
At birth, apparently.
Yes.
But anyway, we can't say too much without giving away a lot of the beauty of the story, because it is very beautiful.
Oh, it's so pretty.
DiCamillo has a very, very special voice that she uses with some of her writing. She used it also with The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane, which is just very fabulistic and kind of...
Yeah. It's like poetry and prose.
And it surpasses all... It's ageless. Yeah. That's what it is. It's like... Yeah. It's written in a way where it could have been written 100 years ago, but it doesn't matter. Today. It works now, right? And the characters are charming and beautiful and kind and mean, and there's so many things to them.
I like the delicateness of it. There's a lot of space in it for you to really breathe and feel part of it. You know.
And she always gets some really beautiful illustrators to illustrate within the book and the cover. Lovely illustrations.
So this one, there's no hesitation about any age.
No.
You can read this to
anybody. Anybody could read that book. It's awesome.
I liked it.
I loved it.
I would give it to my sister.
Yeah.
Although you're not getting it for Christmas, Teresa.
Sorry. So very good Christmas gifts for the kids.
Yes.
And for others, actually. Yeah. So that's what I like about
Any adults, you know, that liked Twilight, although I hate to use those
We won't
words,
even say it out loud.
would like this series
like
as well, I think.
Yeah.
And then anyone who would like life to be a little bit more wonderful.
Well, and it's so hopeful.
Yeah.
Is the thing about The Magician's Elephant. It's like you know, the world can be a terrible place, but there's also a movement of hope within the world, and that's what it kind of brought out for me. It's beautiful.
There's magic out there.
Yeah, and all you have to do is try to find it. Get it.
Oh, you don't even have to try to find it. You
no,
have to open your eyes to it.
Open your eyes, that's right.
It will find
you.
Open
your eyes.
It will find you.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks. And if we don't tune in before Christmas,
yes.
Merry, but we're going to try.
Happier holidays.
Happier holidays.
Maybe we've already started. Bye.